up, Lumber Crew? It's your boy Lumberjack, coming to you again with some more of the Outer Worlds. Last we left off, we got the. We
Where
are
are we headed?
now. Shut up, Parvati. We are now the captain of the Unreliable. We just got. We're doing the mission to cut off the power. It's either Emerald Vale or. What is it? The Sanctuary? I don't remember. But let's continue. What was that other mission we had to do here? Uh, this one. He's out there.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
Another day at the cannery.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Nice to know.
Merciful law. Is that a marauder's outfit? I don't want you wandering into my shop wearing something you've lifted off a corpse. Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Listening to you makes my head hurt.
This is what happens when you eat with your fingers. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Prepare my remains for what?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
I'm looking to repair my ship.
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head.
I met the vicar already.
And he allowed you to wander around town spreading your pernicious fantasies about repairing ships? My opinion of him approaches its nadir.
Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
I don't understand a word you said.
I mean that I can't possibly pay my gravesite fees. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition.
Thank you, no. I despise the serials. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on. Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Conrad. Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is gonna ruin us, so I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere, Nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price. Nobody's the wiser. What the heck? What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrow. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G. See if this outfit's better than the one that I'm wearing. Oh, it's a 3.
What can I do for you?
I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
I found a note from Phyllis.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
Are you sure about this?
I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Goodbye. I should have said the vicar one. You know, I was gonna end it there.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile.
Where? Where?
Wait a second. I heard marauders don't talk much. You can talk just fine. Did Mr. Thompson send you to put the fear in me? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
You wanna tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I love this game. So you're Martin Abernathy.
What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking.
Silas sent me. You owe him money.
So Silas can afford a hired thug, but I still gotta pay him a burial tax. Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
He told me everything. How long did you think you can keep a secret like that?
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
Sorry to hear that.
You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Not so fast. I got some questions.
I'll do what I can.
Why can't you just buy some medicine yourself?
I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
Come on now, Abernathy. You don't look a day over 90.
Tell myself the same thing every morning. You seen those young workers at the cannery? What with their unbent spines and pristine knee joints? I can't compete with that.
I assume there are guards?
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
You never mentioned marauders.
It is a reality of life in the Vale. Grass is brown, sky is gray. Marauders are outside the walls.
I've heard enough.
So you'll do it then?
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
You're taking an awful risk trusting me, you know.
I know that. But I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I'll leave you be.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's a hippo what?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Abernathy's paying me for my trouble. Can you match his offer?
I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
There's one more in here. It doesn't sound like I got no shoes on. I can't see my feet.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Guessing you're the foreman?
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Graveside fees. I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
What the heck was that? That's kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
So this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
That's an awful thing to say about your closest relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Vandalism, huh? Did you have to clean bits of him off the wall or something?
First of all, that's a horrible thing to say. Secondly, yes, we did. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Would've? You didn't?
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
I'll let you get back to work. That's so dark that they would add that to the game. Is there an exit this way? Nope. Ludwig Miller. Oh. Gotta hold it. Saltuna Cannery. The only source of protein a busy worker needs. Yeah, but she just said that the saltine's not even in the right meat. It's not fish. I exited through the wrong door. What's that noise? Oh, those little critters right there.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
That's sad.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
What are you babbling about?
The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Well, screw me.
Oh, they mean to. Just you wait.
What the heck?
Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
What can I do to stop the coming apocalypse?
You can gird yourself in the armor of righteousness, soldier. From this moment on, you are a proud member of the Resistance. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
If I'm going after this mechanical scout, I could use a couple pointers.
Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
A blue glowy square thing. Got it. Silas sent me. You owe him your gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
He sure did, and he's asking for a little extra to furnish the resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent! A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple bits for just such a project.
Thank you for good thing. Thank God I robbed you. Got a question for you.
Go on.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially, unofficially, strictly between you and me, I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
I got a question for you.
Go on.
What do you have against mechanicals?
You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
It's pretty creepy.
Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace us. First, they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
I'll let you be. Okay. Let's see where. Whoops. Let's do this one because it's kind of close. Actually, which one's closer? Yeah, this one's closer.
Aw, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Using tin and dumb. Nah, I'm just gonna give it a good smack.
Ooh, ow, could you not? I mean, it's a mechanical, sure, but that just seems mean.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Whoa, hey, don't you owe me something for the repairs?
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward. I have been programmed to deliver this pre-approved message.
This is ridiculous. I'm done. Ooh, I'm level 3 now. After smacking a robot. What do we want to do? Go down the list. And then one here, and we'll do this one. Oh, dang. What you got on you? Ooh, meat. There it is. Ethology log. Terroray mating habits. Kane Van Acker, Spacer's Choice, ethologist assigned to Terra 2. This week I've decided to study Terroray mating habits. The female terrorays leave their nesting area in the morning and return in the afternoon with random objects, typically something shiny or bright. Then they build displays with these objects and perform what I can only describe as a dance for an audience of males. If a male likes what he sees, the two go off and nest together in one of the nearby trees. Gerald, if you're reading this, I'm done waiting for you. Collect my things and meet me at the next site. And don't be late, I expect punctuality from my assistants. Well, your assistant ain't coming back. Yep, Gerald's gone.
Bring us honor, soldier.
You won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You hid your secret weapon in a lavatory?
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
I'll let you know if I find it.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
I'll let you be. Alright, let's go see what weapon he has for me. Oh, I never knew that the level was at the very bottom of the health bar thing. That's pretty cool.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass. You're not a big drinker, are you? Something you need?
I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
You mean she's dead?
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
The minute she thought of having a kid, they put it down on her permanent record?
What? No, conception isn't... Has nobody ever taught you about this?
Where can I find a power regulator? I need one big enough for a ship.
A whole ship? Like one that flies about the Aether? That's a tall order. I guess the generator that powers Bess? I mean, the cannery. If you turn on the thermal plant like Mr. Thompson wants, we can shut down the generator. Then it'd be safe to yank the regulator.
You mentioned something earlier that I want to ask you about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
I reckon nobody'd want to live in a gunked up universe.
I reckon we already do. We ain't got no choice in the matter. So maybe somebody ought to take a rag to it.
In the bar, you asked if I was a drinker.
Sorry. I know, it's none of my business.
I'm gonna guess you're not a drinker yourself?
Strong drink makes me sick. And it makes me real sad. I start thinking about things I oughtn't, and then... Well, never mind that. You got better things to think on. Sorry.
Don't apologize.
Oh, it's what I do. You'll tire of it soon enough.
Let's get back to it.
You read the latest report?
Said we ain't making our quota.
Zero G.
But you say this ain't even the same door that I came in. Nope. But I can talk to Silas. Get this mission over with.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I'm sorry, Parvati.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
You first. I know you buried him.
Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about?
His solid gold teeth could be worth something if you pulled them out.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
I'll keep an eye out for them, I guess.
Let me know if you find anything.
Hey, about the fees you wanted?
You run into any trouble?
All done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Abernathy was trying to hide his own illness.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
He was convinced you knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A, for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I was hoping for something more tangible.
Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Got a question for you.
Yeah?
Have you heard any news about the Hope?
The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
The Hope isn't a rumor, it's real. I'm living proof.
All right, easy now. No need to get your hackles up. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you.
I don't understand. They said the colony was expecting us.
Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and Colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble.
Where's the trouble in asking a question?
Trouble's in the asking. Or don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I.
Let's change the subject.
Something I can do for you?
See you around. Dang it, your reputation, the faction has changed. If enemies are hostile, but your reputation isn't kill on sight. Dang it, why does it keep doing that? Hello? Oh, that's completed. Die, robot, die. We'll do that one. What did that say? Reputation change. If enemies are hostile, but your reputation isn't kill on sight, leaving for a few days will calm things down. The people of Halcyon have short memories. That's funny. Character, right? Reputation. They're all neutral? I don't know. Trying to get the board to like me. I want to see what happens when I do that. I can do 2 playthroughs before the game comes out. I'll do good and bad, but we'll see.
Bring us honor, soldier.
I found that package you mentioned.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
How do I use this injury customizing unit exactly?
There's a workbench right through this door. Attach that unit to your favorite weapon and go forth into glorious battle. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
I get it. You want me to go undercover as a mechanical, learn their ways.
You got pluck, kid. But no, can't risk having you go native. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
How am I supposed to get one of these logic modules?
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're gonna have to find an intact model somehow.
Parvati is a logic... Parvati, is a logic module something you can help with?
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. Keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
What are you planning?
Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
Edgewater is the middle of nowhere. You don't have a contact.
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. Didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you.
It seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
How do you be? Oh crap. Trespassing, lockpicking, hacking, and murder are all considered illegal activities and are frowned upon by society. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in those activities without consequences.
You're fast.
Oh, okay, cool. Just wanted to see what he had in there. The workbench allows you to repair, upgrade, and modify your weapons and armor, keeping you combat ready and in tip-top shape at all times. On each screen, first select the weapon or armor item that you want to work on, then choose what you want to do with it. Repair it, break it down for parts, modify it with a mod, or tinker to upgrade it. Okay. Ooh. Damage 24. That's nice. Why do I have so many pistols? Oh, this is hers. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. That's what it is. It's sideways. It's not up. Forgot to look at the doors. Dang it.
Shh. Here we go.
Oh, I got two.
Don't mess with us.
Nice. Take. Break down. Take. Break down. That's an explosive. Where did the guy's body go? Gina time. Some food. Some alcohol. Nothing in there. Ew. Where did that guy's body go? Did I look at it? I saw one guy's body go flying. Oh, maybe that's it right there? Nope, that's just a light. Alright, whatever. Wait, isn't there... This is it.
No.
Ouch. Ouch. Come on. Oh, no. No, my first death. Dang it. How far am I? What's my mission? Let's go in here and see if we can go across.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
He's
Should I
off
just
his
go
rest, friend. I'm going.
straight? Yeah, there it is. See? And this time I'm gonna look at the doors. Some of these doors are actually open. Like this one. Yeah.
Nice.
Ain't nobody living here. See? It's not red. Heavy ammo. Oh, what was that? Armor parts? Okay. Dang, really? In Supernova you can only rest in your bed? That's crazy. Vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. A hack skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have high enough reputation with the associated faction, or a hack skill of 40 or higher. Just gonna sell my junk. Ooh. It's tempting, but I like to find things rather than spending money. Full-time barrel. Yeah, I know how to upgrade things, thank you. I don't have a shunt. Or I didn't. Now I do. From L. Gibbs, Marking Division, to R. Thompson, Excellent news. Hey boss, just wanted to check up on the new Saltuna Light project. I've been brainstorming some new taglines for the product line, and I think some of them will really catch our customers' attention. From Thompson. R. Thompson to L. Gibbs, Marketing Division. Subject: Excellent news. Dear Lawrence, I appreciate your hard work on behalf of our beloved brand of Saltuna. I've just received a response from corporate. They're not interested in your idea of a light version of the Saltuna brand because we'd rather not compete with ourselves. But they are interested in the idea of lighter Saltuna. Effective immediately, we have been instructed to use heavier weighted cans so we can pack them with less Saltuna, thereby saving bits to every can. This is exactly the kind of breakthrough our cannery needs. In fact, our logistics department has just confirmed my request to have you transferred from the marketing division to the cannery. Can you imagine, Lawrence? You'll be rubbing elbows with your fellow workers on the canning line, filling each slightly heavier can with slightly less saltuna, hours after hours, day after day. This is a great and tremendous honor for you and for me. Effective immediately, your position in our marketing division has been terminated. I expect you to report to our foreman tomorrow morning. Your uniform will be deducted from your pay. Dang, that sucks. Ideas for Saltuna Light taglines. Melt on your fork, not in your mouth. What? Less fat with some Saltuna flavor? Is brine time? Now with the satisfying crunch of cartilage? You can't spell Saltuna without salt? No. Also can't spell Saltuna without ants. Potential to market towards families? Leading scientist says it's still food. The Saltuna will thank you. Warning, may cause auditory hallucination. We'll add more later. What the heck? That's funny. Ooh. Cigarette lighter? Some more junk? Energy, light, Geno bits. Oh my. Everything else is locked. Wait, maybe not. Oh. What's the point in this being here? Yeah, I know. You shh. I sawed off both their legs. Alright, I can give her, whoops, wrong button. This companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companion. You can see their skills, stats, status, effects, and gear. To change your companion's gear, first select the item you want to swap out, then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. Dang it, that's a 7. And the dude goes flying and I can't even find him. We collect these things and then I'll end the video. Alright, lumber crew. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of the video. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Remember, stay chopping.